1. Rangers in space. Send controls to outer space now.
Flying higher than any before.
We're ready for you.
Rangers. Go, Power Rangers. Go, Power Rangers. Go.
Trace a little cruise, everybody.
Go.
Power Ranger. Power Ranger. Go.
Rangers. Go. Space.
Woo! Let's go. Trace a little cruise. Patrick David, Michael Mays, sorry.
I don't know where the rest of the crew is, but I'm here, so.
All right, I love that, guys. I love that. So, as you, they don't need any introduction, but if you guys want to go ahead. Oh yeah, let's get security over here. So, guys, we have our security guards right here.
Great security.
So we got one cycle in this corner, one cycle in that corner. Of course, hey yo, this is better security than JDF.
Wait, who?
Yeah. Shots fired. All right. So, of course, they don't need an introduction, but I'm gonna have you guys introduce yourself anyways. So let's start from my left. First, lovely, one of the best space rangers in my opinion.
Polite to make friends.
So go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our Morphicon. So I am the loudmouth Tracy Lynn Cruz, and I played Ashley Hammond in Space, Power Ranger, and Turbo. But we're not here for Turbo, we're here for In Space. So welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
I am Patrick David, and I play the crazy, wild, unpredictable, and rash Psycho Red. And it is good to see all you lovely people here, and let's get this thing started.
Let's go.
Do we?
What is going on? Where's everyone? I am Michael Mays, and I played Psycho Black. Who should have been the leader of the Psychos, which they never saw.
Some would say.
Yes. But anyway, welcome.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we're missing a few people.
Are we?
So I give everybody permission to give them a hard time. Because they always give me a hard time and always tell me that they're waiting on me. Because, as you guys may or may not know, this is not natural. This takes a lot of time. So
You don't wake up like that?
Is anyone getting one?
So
Yeah, she does.
They know where we are.
yeah, they know where we're at. I mean,
Right.
please.
We
The
could start
Psychos
with,
are
Thank you.
we
amazing.
could start with your Psycho story.
Oh, that's right. She's a
I
psycho
got a
story for you
good one, but
guys.
I need them.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we need the other actors here for sure.
Yes. We can start with questions if you
Yeah,
want.
we can start with questions from the
I can
fans.
juggle if you want.
Yeah.
He can dance.
Oh yeah.
He can rap. I mean, we're good.
Oh yeah, we got a lot. Guys, everybody, Roger Velasco in Space
We were just getting
Christopher
ready
came in lead, red in space, all the way from KO35, and so
Security would not let us in. They're like, yeah, where's your passage? I'm like, what?
So Christopher came in lead, red in space, and Selwyn Ward, blue in space, also Selwyn Ward, first Red Ranger of And I gotta do it, Selwyn. Selwyn Ward, first black leader of the Power Rangers. I love it. You guys missed the big old entrance, man. They sang your theme song for you.
Yeah, you missed it.
So, yeah, we would have been here sooner, but we got stopped by one of the guys out there.
He would not let us in.
We weren't allowed to walk in here because we didn't have our badges on.
They're like, you guys are fans, right?
We just take orders, like, you gotta go here, okay.
But, all right, guys, so the In Space panel, I can say, is officially started. So if you have a question, be polite, be great. These guys are awesome. Of course, the franchise that saved the series.
Wait, say that one more time?
The franchise that saved the series.
And we did it without JDF.
Actually, it was a team effort, because you guys watched the show.
Yeah.
And you guys blew it up.
Plus for you
else can thank you guys. Because of you guys, it's still happening here.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. How many years later you guys
No, we're not doing that. I'm kidding.
No, but it's crazy. Like, 20 plus years, you guys are still getting this loud audience of people that just you've inspired them, you've moved them. What does that feel for you guys, man?
It's a big dose of humble. I'm so humble. It's crazy.
I don't call them fans, I call them my friends.
Yes.
I'm not humble about it at all. We totally deserve that shit.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so he needs no introductions. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, this guy brought his lunch to the panel.
I sometimes, this is what, and it happens a lot, by the way. When you guys come to my table, I have this thought a lot, like, what did I do to deserve this? How is it that I'm worthy of this? Like, you guys come over and you guys give us so much love and abundance, so I have that thought all the time.
All right, we're gonna take it to fan questions, of course. You know, take your time. I want to do it for one question per ranger, so and everyone has enough time to have a question. So just politely raise your hand, and like I said, be respectful, be polite as always. You guys are the best. So, what's up? Oh, so make a line right here for questions on the mic. I didn't know. I thought you just raise your hand and just kind of like school teacher type thing. So come around, be first in line. If you have a question, like I said, let's keep it to one question per ranger, so everyone has time for a question. All right. All right. And when I come to you, say your name, where you're from, and your question. All right. So brother, we're gonna start with you. Go ahead. Say your name, where you're from, and your question.
Hi there. My name's Nick. I'm from Simi Valley, California.
That's what's up.
Thank you. My question is for the two psychos on the panel.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if you guys have gotten a chance to get the spin-off comic starring your characters, and if you thought they did a good job portraying your character.
Well, I have a confession. I found out from Loop Comics that it was gonna be a comic book. I found out who was drawing it, and I sent the artist over in Europe action figure, a photo, and a couple of things I said make me look good. I wasn't taking any chance. My first comic book. But yeah, I'm happy with it. What about you?
How about you, Michael?
Yes, I was like, it was so super cool when that came out, and it was right about the time when I came to my first con, really, Rangerstop in 2018. So it was great to see that. And like I said, you know, they really give Black Cycle props to them. Those always the bread, everything.
You totally deserve it.
No.
Aren't Cycle Rangers legendary?
Yeah. Better than Lord Draken, like. I wanted to take a question for the team here, because Tracy has an amazing psycho story that I want you all to hear. She told it, but I want to get everybody else's reaction.
I
So.
need to get everybody with me on this because we were all together when it happened. So, you guys know. When we found out that we had the psychos on there, it was just another script until it wasn't. And it stirred the pot with us for a long time. And so here's the deal. I don't know if you guys remember, but follow me if you will. When you saw the Yellow Ranger, the Yellow Psycho, is it just me? Was it just in my mind, or did Yellow Psycho look a little bit like Ashley? Is it just me, or did you guys see that too? Yeah. Okay, so that had me shook. I was shook. Because I thought maybe something's going on here that is, you know, so there's a little bit of shadiness going on. And we know that we're disposable, and they like to remind us of that. So when these guys came on, it was literally like East versus West. It was like East Coast versus West Coast. You got psychos, they're in their corner, and then you've got everybody else with the side eye going, do you guys know what, like, is it female hot salad?
I didn't have those thoughts at all. I don't know what she's talking about. I didn't have those thoughts at all.
No. I was, sorry, but I was side-eyeing the Yellow Ranger hard. I was like, she looks so much like me. I don't know what the heck is going on, but if they did it to the cast before us, they could do it to us.
I'm Carlos, I'm unreplaceable.
Isn't that right?
There's only one Carlos.
They're all irreplaceable.
Yeah, irreplaceable. Trust me. You're a legend, Tracy.
Well, she looked really close. So anyways, so long story longer, we ended up having to, every single day that we guys had us. Okay, well, you had me on video because I was like, I was waiting for the other shoe to drop, saying, "That's it, we're done. Goodbye, nice to see you." And that was it. That was it. We were ready. So I just want you guys to know, thank you for the ever so loving headache that you guys gave me day after day after day, stressing out, talking to my agent, trying to figure out, did you find out that there's something going on? What the heck is going on? So, thank you.
You were so welcome. We scared you
You
on
kept me on
screen and off
my
screen.
toes. So anytime, and I get this all the time. I love it. My favorite thing about In Space is when the Psycho Rangers came. What you guys don't know is the backstory going, oh, yeah, my favorite too. Woo! That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
I remember when you guys showed up, when the Psychos first showed up, the first thing that shot in my mind was, I was so pissed off because I was like, why do they have so much cooler outfits than we do?
Yes, I was like, wow, look at that helmet.
Yeah, the helmet looks so badass.
Yeah,
It's got like these fangs and stuff on it. I was like, damn it, why don't we have that?
That's so funny. It's such a girl thing because I'm looking at the Yellow Ranger guys, she's so much prettier than me.
All right, let's take it to fan questions. All right, say your name, where you're from, and what's your question?
I'm Marika, I'm from Holland.
Holland! Damn! All right, what's your question?
My question is for Roger and Selwyn.
Why were you late?
Yesterday, during the panel of Turbo, Tracy mentioned that she had reeled in while playing Astronema during Invasion of the Bug Switcher. What was it like playing with her before she got reeled into what now is the Final Cut?
Sal, when you're up.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Good morning.
What was it like working with
What was it like working with Tracy when she was going overboard being an Astronema before she got reeled into the Final Cut?
Yeah, Tracy's always overboard, so it wasn't really much different.
I mean,
I second the notion.
Is that really is that a surprise there? Is that a secret?
For me, you know what? I just let everybody do their thing, because we're all trying to figure out ourselves and the character and whatnot. So, you know, sometimes we just go a little bit higher, and that's what the director's for, to kind of make the adjustment. So we're professionals, and we all make adjustments like Tracy did that time.
Yeah, I remember in the show because you were in the back. Who was it that was doing
You're trying to see who had the better
I
ass.
think that was me.
That was you, yeah. And I had that. It's like it's so dumb. So you guys know Astronema's big thing that she has. Yeah, the staff. And they're having me through French fest, and I'm supposed to like, okay, I have the staff, and you can't see it, and it's gonna be hidden behind my back. And so I'm sitting here like it's so weird. I'm like, okay, really, you guys are not gonna see this big thing behind my back. And they're like, no, we're not gonna see. I'm like, sure. I mean, it's that I remember we were working on it together, but most of the time I was by myself. I played that because I was in the words. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
But it
so
was
sometimes
fun.
we're too high, sometimes we're too low, and that's what the director's all about. But everyone here is professionals, we just make the adjustments, yeah.
Thank you.
By the way, thank you for traveling half across the world to come over here and see us.
Yeah, I love that.
That's my girl.
All right, fam, what's your name, where you from, and what's your question?
My name's Hudson, and I'm from the Boston area.
Boston area!
My question is for Selwyn. What was it like going from like Red Turbo and being the leader to going to the Blue Ranger?
I think you've answered this question a few times.
It's
right?
funny because I don't realize the drama that you guys see, you know. Because I talked to Steve Cardenas because he went through a similar thing, and I think with his character they really dug into that, like he was really upset and mad and stuff like that. So I didn't really realize all the drama, but from an acting standpoint, you know, one half of me is just happy that I'm still on the squad and not left on Earth, which they can do. And then number
Good
two.
perspective.
Yeah, and then number two, still, you know, in ways, TJ still was like the leader of the Earth Rangers because Chris was kind of.
TJ was definitely still the leader of the Earth Rangers.
Yeah,
So this didn't have nothing to do with him. He was still the boss as far as the Earth guys go. That is the end all be all to it. It's
Yeah,
always like a fight before
No
a
beef,
big
yeah,
attack.
there is. No beef.
Yeah, and I think TJ is the character anyway. He just wanted to keep doing good no matter what color he is.
There's actually an episode I remember where Ashley and Cassie weren't getting along about cleaning about the ship, and here comes Selwyn's character, coming to make them get along. It's like, you guys are friends. What are you talking about? Like, get along. And that felt like a very leader moment from you, man. You took initiative.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good guy, good guy.
You can't be a ranger and not be a leader. It doesn't. These guys are all leaders. Even the gals, everybody are leading in their own way.
Yeah.
But it's just this force is just powerful.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Van, where are you from? What's your name? Where are you from? What's your question?
My name's Mel. I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut!
Welcome. And this is for all the Rangers. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on what your characters did in their futures after the series ended.
Yeah, you gotta watch Bloodline of the Grid.
So I know some of you guys have different answers. Let's try to keep it to one ranger. I'll let you have it, but let's try to keep it to one question per ranger, all right? So just do fast.
What are our characters doing now? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
You want to answer that, Chris?
That's what we're doing. Like, half of us are doing Bloodline of the Grid. The other half will be doing it soon enough, so they're
Give us more blood.
We're all over the universe, still doing our thing. Obviously, we've grown and we're more mature, but we're all over the universe. We're still doing our thing. And recently, a couple of us have united, and yeah, you guys gotta watch Bloodline.
Bloodline. Give us more bloodline.
Chris. So, do you think Chris has a little son or daughter out there?
Do I think Chris does?
I think not Chris.
It's entirely possible that Chris might have a son or daughter out there. It's entirely possible that there's a lot of them.
Probably here right now. Does Andros? Do you think Andros?
He's populated.
No. Andros does not have a son or daughter out there, no. But Chris definitely probably.
As we know.
Chris, more than likely, yeah.
That's awesome.
Someone's gonna come
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks for your question.
Hey, Van, what's your name? Where are you from? What's your question?
My name is Noah. I'm from Illinois.
Illinois! What's your question, buddy?
And my question is for everyone. So, how much do you think you guys borrow from Star Wars?
Say it again?
How much do you think you guys borrow from Star Wars?
How much did
How much did the series borrow from Star Wars?
Yes.
Everything but the name. What are you talking about, man? Did you watch it? It was entirely. Selwyn said to Patty at one time, he said, we gotta go down to the Dagobah system to go find something. That's where Yoda lives. What are you talking about, man? It was just Star Wars.
There you go.
Do you see the connection? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, like the Dagobah system thing. Yeah, that was a big one.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Thank you for your question.
So I got a question for our rangers here. Who do you think have the cooler weapon?
Yes.
I would agree on that too. I like that Sparrow Saber's sick.
You like your staff?
That's sick.
That in Long Beach, and sorry if you have kids, I laughed. I could not believe the suit and the
The battle laser?
yes.
That was ridiculous.
I could not believe the suit. Again, it's like the big staff hiding behind my back. I'm like, are you kidding me?
It was so ridiculous.
You just have to go with it. You just have to laugh about it, and but it's so funny. It's like, really, you have that under there?
I do. It's hidden deep down.
Hey, fam, what's your name? Where are you from? What's your question?
My name is Israel. I'm from San Diego, around the La Jolla area.
San Diego!
It's beautiful. Super stoked to be here. First time.
Love it.
Morphicon.
Any first timers here, by the
So
way?
here's my question.
Love it. What's your question? What's your question, buddy?
Here's my question for everybody. This is coming from a bizarre episode.
Can we keep it to just one question until everybody has time? That's all. I'll give it to you, but yeah.
This is a bizarre episode from the series, from the season.
What are your honest opinions about the episode you did when the Power Rangers had a crossover from a certain team called Turtles?
Selwyn, you want to go first, bro?
Would you say it's
Take it,
Sir?
Selwyn.
Mr. TJ?
Yeah, no, it was very cool. I grew up with the Turtles, so it was awesome. I liked it.
I know, Chris, that was your favorite episode, I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh, boy.
Oh, what happened? I don't know the story. What? You
No, I grew up a Ninja Turtle fan, right? I was never a fan of Power Rangers as a kid. I wasn't part of the target demographic, but I was always a fan of the Ninja Turtles. You know, I grew up with that, like the cartoon, the comics, all this stuff. Yeah, and it was great. I loved it. I wasn't as much a fan of the episode because I thought like it's kind of weird to have the Turtles and the Rangers together because it's like, we have like so much better technology than them that if there was like a bad thing that happened, that we could just handle whatever comes around. They just have sticks and swords. They don't really, they're not as much of a threat as we are. We have like kaiju-sized robots. On our show we had 4 of the damn things.
Okay, so if you could have picked a crossover, what would you have picked?
Instead of Ninja Turtles?
Mortal Kombat. Marvel.
Marvel would have been good.
Marvel
would have been pretty good, yeah. I mean, I would have said Star Wars was like, we already did that. That's...
Am I the only one here? Because I'm thinking South Park.
I stand corrected, South Park.
Thank you.
Oh my God, they killed Tracy.
I want to answer your question. I grew up watching Ninja Turtles. I mean, I see celebrities and all that, and I'm like, whatever, you know? But Ninja Turtles, like, what? It's right here. And I love pizza, and it's on. I was excited. I was geeking out, I'll be honest. I was like, what? We're gonna do what? So I thought it was super cool.
I'm right there with him. I geeked out.
It was quirky, it was cool.
I loved
it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And it's never been done again. So.
And we were the first ever to do a crossover.
Overall,
Again, without GDM.
So overall, the experience was positive.
Thank you, buddy. Say again?
So overall, the experience was positive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just think we have a hater, that's all.
Yeah. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
I have a question for you guys. One of my favorite episodes, and I think a lot would agree.
You're the
is-
moderator.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. Go on.
So one of my favorite episodes, and you know, as a fan, and I get to moderate this, I get to ask this. A lot of people would agree is your crossover with Lost Galaxy. Yeah.
Good question.
And your Psychos got to come back. So
I think 2 Red Rangers asked at the same time.
it did.
I think our job there was to come back and pick up the ratings.
Yeah.
That's what our job was. Oh, it's true.
They're like, hey, Roger,
you know.
we need the best season again.
It's true. That's what happened.
Yeah. You guys kicked the Psychos twice. Do you believe that? Galaxy couldn't do it once.
And they still haunt me.
Yeah.
Every day.
So I have a question for our Psychos, Michael and Patrick. What was that phone call like saying, hey, did they already tell you might come back, or did they tell you like weeks before they did it?
No. Our casting director, she said after we died off, she said, we might call you back for the next season. I was like, really? That's even possible. But lo and behold, they called us back. So, remember that phone call? Oh yeah, I remember it. No. But I mean, our characters back. Yeah, the characters back. Yeah, I didn't know they were gonna bring the Psychos back, but they did. No.
And was it just easy to pick up the voice again?
Oh yeah.
Do you guys mind giving a little sample? Is that all right?
Who was the favorite Psycho line? Some of our lines you want us to say. Which one?
How about when he faces Leo? Remember? Who are you?
Oh, okay.
Who are you?
That's how he said it exactly.
No, that's how you know me.
I'm Psycho Red.
That was cool. How about you, Michael?
I always remember, one I remember because it's the one that's on like YouTube or something, such a random line, it's just, she couldn't have gone far.
All right.
I think I was talking about you probably.
Love the cosplay.
Ashley has a
You
question.
guys were my nightmare.
Ashley version 2 over here has a question. What's your name? Where are you from? And what's your question?
Allison from New Jersey.
New Jersey!
East Coast. So just wanted to say this is me and my wife's first for Morphicon. So this is just the highlight of our weekend right here. Best season, favorite season. So this question is for whoever wants to answer it. Basically, obviously those costumes are insane.
We had to bring security.
So, did you guys ever get to try them on, even though they weren't your character? Like, were you ever able to try on the Psycho Ranger suits? Well, like, yeah.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, that's some.
No, I don't think any of us.
Like, it's fun. No?
Nemo.
They don't make Nemo tried online.
Nemo did.
Nemo tried online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do recall he.
Well, besides him, nobody, right?
Yeah. He was the only one.
I mean, you could try those on now, so.
Yeah, that's right, Justin did.
Yeah, just for the one episode, right?
Yeah, when we filmed, we were just in human form, so I don't even think we saw our costumes by that point. It wasn't until we did the voiceover where we saw everything. No, because they were always fighting.
I saw them.
Okay, he saw them and I did not.
Thank you for your question.
Thank
you so much.
Thanks
for coming from New Jersey.
I have a good question just before we get to the fan question. So obviously you had counterpart Psycho colors. Was there any direction like, hey, talk to your counterpart, get some chemistry? You know, was there any direction to talk to your Psycho counterpart?
Did you not hear my story? Were you not there?
Did they tell you like, hey, go talk to them or something? You know?
If they did, I said, no, I'm not going there. I'm walking away. I was a little salty.
I just realized we've all been wondering where the yellow Psycho Ranger is, and now I think I know.
Yeah, you know what? Give it up for Javier. I don't know how he does it. Stand up, Javier. His husband. You got a big job.
I think I succeeded.
All right, fan, what's your name? Where you from? What's your question?
My name's Aaron. I'm from Clovis, California.
Clovis, California!
My question's for Roger, and it's a little bit tight, and now there's two questions to think about. Since you guys did mention JDF didn't help elevate your guys' ratings or keep you guys afloat, was Johnny Youngbosh?
That's negative. No, nobody said that. Who said that?
Because you guys weren't here, I had to.
Oh, okay.
Don't believe what she said, bro. Jason's making up stories.
Come on.
With that in mind,
We did a 2-part episode called Passing the Torch with them. And yeah, it was freaking awesome. It was fire. Yeah.
so with Johnny Youngbosh in mind, that episode, there was a scene where you had the opportunity to stay and fight with the monster, but then you did, or were told to leave the fight, but then you came back.
Are you talking about Always a Chance?
Yeah,
With Johnny Box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so with that in mind, if you had the chance and you were able to actually see the Morpher, the Mighty Morpher before Johnny Youngbosh turned, would you have morphed? Or would you have just stayed fighting in your human form, die trying?
No, it was definitely we're gonna morph 1,000%, because you know when you get into the battle mode and all that, that's where it kind of leads to. You're fighting as a just yourself, human, whatnot, and you're gonna morph. Kick some butt.
But we weren't, they were introducing our characters, but.
No, he's talking about Always a Chance.
The one with Johnny came in.
Okay.
Sorry, just too many pills. Every time you fight, that's where it's gonna lead to. We're gonna morph and we're gonna just kick some butt, man.
So you would have morphed as the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, because I had at that time my mentor Johnny Bosch,
Mm-hmm.
he was leading the pack. Of course, that would have been the right thing to do. 1,000%, man.
And
And you guys love that episode?
Yes!
You guys have no idea how many people come up to my table for years and say, "Oh, that's my favorite episode. That's my favorite episode." So, yeah, thanks a lot. Johnny killed it too.
All right, buddy. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm Brent from Hawaii.
Hawaii!
Wow!
This question is for Chris. I was wondering if there's any memorable pranks that you guys pulled to each other behind the scenes.
Was there any memorable pranks that we pulled on each other? Okay. Not really much of a prank, but God, I really shouldn't say this, but screw it, I'm gonna do it anyway.
What's coming out of your
I used to, you guys remember I used to have those Arizona tea bottles?
Yes, of course. You were infamous for those.
Yeah, so I would, a lot of times I would kind of take lunch with hang out with the stuntmen, and I had these Arizona green tea bottles, and like the green, like the outside is green, and we didn't have tea in it. We were just straight drinking like sake the whole time, just getting drunk, and like at lunch and stuff. So it's not really a prank, but it's definitely something that we shouldn't have done.
I think the prankster was Selwyn. You want to talk about that, Selwyn? Like, before every shot, I'm going to say this. He was like,
Me, I'm very innocent.
and I'm not going to say where. He was like, oh. And then they already said action.
So, yeah, it was never a dull moment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And by the way, it's still the same way.
So, this is so embarrassing. No, so we were shooting in the mega ship, and they like to do different angles and directions and all of that, and so they were doing one with us, and Selwyn just has an epiphany as they were getting ready to shoot. He just has an epiphany and realizes, as they're trying to get my butt inside the frame, this one here goes, all right, now we know why her name's Ashley. From that moment forward, there you go.
And by the way, there's like 1,000 of those moments.
Yes. That one in particular, I was like, really? Really? I have to do this scene now with a straight face.
You know, when you're hanging out together for like 12 hours, you start getting a little delirious and you start goofing off, and having fun. So you do a lot of that. You had to. You just had to. You're on set. You can't be too serious.
If you don't laugh, then you end up crying.
If you're not having fun, it's hard, you know? Yeah. Torture if you're not having fun, right?
Yeah.
Ashley at back.
All right, everybody, what's your name? Where are you from? What's your question?
Hey, my name's Joseph from Pomona area.
Pomona area.
You guys, sorry if you've been asked this, Christopher, before, but you mentioned kind of the switch over in Turbo and the Psychos coming in. Usually when you guys are cast, it's as a whole team. How was it for you coming in kind of as a solo to a slightly established team?
It was very alienating. When I
No, this is a good story.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. No, it's actually kind of funny too because I guess like most of you guys didn't even know. They didn't even know the actual truth. But before I ever met any of them, before we filmed or anything like that, our producer Jonathan Zagor pulled me aside and he was like, "So your character isn't supposed to really get along with them." And I was like, "Okay, I gotcha." And he said, "So what we want you to do is don't hang out with them at all. Don't talk to them. Don't have anything to do with them. Just whatever they're doing over here, you're doing you over there." And I'm thinking to myself, like, that seems really like a lot. I could just pretend that I don't like them because I'm acting. Yeah. But he was like, no, it'll be better for your character if you don't. Like, if it'll be better for you, yeah, it'll be easier for you if you're not engaging with them, if you don't have anything to do with them. So you do you way over there. They are gonna be them over there. And so like that in itself was really like alienating to begin with. But also like I had moved from the other side of the country. I didn't know anybody in California, so I was like, sometimes like, Jesus, I'm all alone out here. I got nothing. So yeah.
And then you were gone like half of the day.
Yeah, the hair didn't help either. Yeah. So yeah, it was.
But bro, but you did an amazing job, and that's we
let's give it for Chris, guys. Let's give it for Chris. We really
thank you. I am very good at acting like an asshole.
Every time I hear the Bleach story, I'm like, jeez, you really went through a lot, Chris. You did it for them. So
the Bleach is not fun.
Little side question here, but I mean, they put a wig on you for Forever Red, right?
For Forever Red, it was a wig. And when we did that, I was like, and this was only like 4 years after we did the show, so I was like, where the hell was this like 4 years ago?
Right.
when I first booked the show, they told me, they were like, well, we're gonna put a wig on you, and I was like, okay, yeah, fine, whatever. And then like they fly me out from Florida to out to California, and then like, okay, so no more wig. Now we're gonna go take it and bleach your hair. And I was like, oh, I didn't know we were doing that now. Okay.
But that sounds about right, though.
Read the fine print?
I didn't read any fine print. No, yeah.
We got you for life.
Yeah, yes.
Speaking of Forever Red, man, so we have two Forever Red. Sel. So, Selwyn, I have a question for you, man. So they brought you back for Forever Red, and then they brought you back for the Ninja Steel, little crossover event they did.
Yeah, I'm back before.
Did they? Oh, and Mega Force, that's right. So, what? So you got a Master Morpher too, right? Because you were Red Turbo, and then you were Blue in Space. When they brought you back, did you think they were gonna make you Red Turbo?
I wasn't sure, actually. Whenever they call you, the best thing you say is just yes. And then once you get the script, you'll figure out, what you're doing. But yeah, I didn't know until I got there.
I just think Selwyn has a Master Morpher too at this point. He just gonna switch whenever he wants. All right, buddy, what's your name? What's your name? Where are you from? What's your question?
Anthony Estrada from Clovis, California.
Boys!
This goes out to anyone. What would you say was your favorite story aside from like the main, or like side story you guys were a part of? Like just nothing that had to do with any Ranger stuff or just outside of the plot, but like what your own character development
He's
was.
looking for the scoop. He wants to know No, he
It's like
wants to
when
know
Carlos
the
was being
snippet on
blackmailed
script.
by the little girl, like kind of like those
Yeah, like
West
that.
stuff.
Yeah, he's looking for the good stuff.
Like
That's
what was
what he's looking for. He's
favorite-
He's trying.
A favorite
He
side
wants to
story
know what your
character was.
fans, your OnlyFans page.
Go to his booth and ask him about it.
I'm not getting one of those. Like, keep asking me, I'm not getting it.
No.
All right, anybody got stories? He just
What,
wants
like
to know what-
Carlos, like the Carlos and Ashley story?
Oh my gosh.
You bet.
He's looking for, he wants to know the scoop, like what, who's doing what with whom, where, when, and how.
No, not like that.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
What I meant was like,
Tracy wants to know who's doing what with who.
what I meant was like a story that like dealt with your character's personal development.
Gotcha.
It was more exciting when I said it.
She's right, that is juicy stuff.
Who wants to answer this? Anybody? Like something to outside of Power Rangers that empowered your character on Power Rangers, correct?
Yes.
Like your development of your
I would say
character.
I actually played baseball. So I played baseball in college, and TJ, the trouble with the curveball. Anybody familiar with that? Yeah. So I actually played baseball. If that's what you mean. I don't know.
Yeah, that's something similar like that, yeah.
For me, we all have a resume, so we put whatever we're good at, martial arts, soccer, this, that, and that's how they wrote in Carlos. They saw I was a soccer player for many years, so that I would say that. Just being outside, playing soccer a lot kind of helped me get into the storyline of Power Rangers. Because I got introduced first, I wasn't a Power Ranger, right? I just came in as Carlos, playing soccer, and eventually showcased as a Power Ranger. But Chris, you have to?
Yeah.
Martial arts beforehand. I studied Jido-Kwan style Taekwondo. So that's why they did give me like quite a few times where I'm doing like jump spinning hook kicks and stuff like that. But in real life, you would not do that. Don't do that ever. You will get your ass handed to you if you do that in a fight. Don't do that. But yeah, when you can do those big jumping kicks and all that stuff, yeah, it looks great on TV. So yeah, martial arts.
Yeah, Chris is also actually a professional sake taster.
That's 100% true. Yes.
He's got some in his bag right now.
Yeah.
You know what? That without even knowing, right before the show, I started doing martial arts. So that I had no idea. That helped me out a lot. Sure.
I was a dancer, so when they asked me to do all these dance moves, I don't know why, because I didn't do anything like that on the show.
What corner?
Which stripper pole? No. But before all that, I was doing a lot of nice guy roles. So I finally got a bad guy role, and I just went crazy with it. So that was really exciting for me. I just kind of went wild with the character.
How about you, Michael?
Well, this was my first role ever. I had a musical theater degree at the time, and I started to play villains like at the end of college. So it was so fun to just like play a super crazy bad guy.
Look at you now. Look at you.
Look at me. Oh yeah, right.
You just saw what? You just saw Pretty Little Liars?
Pretty Little Liars, yes.
Patrick, weren't you on Soul Train?
I was on Soul Train.
That's a fun
5
fact.
years on American Bandstand, a couple of years on Soul Train, 3 years in a Disney show called Videopolis. Did all that dance TV stuff from 15 years old, and then 10 years later I booked with these guys. So yeah, all that dance stuff. Oh yeah, we worked with Michael Jackson. All that stuff. That guy.
Selwyn transitioned from adult movies to Power Rangers.
He went from Power Rangers to Porno Rangers.
Thank you for your question, brother. I have a question for the cast who wants to answer this, and because it happened today, and I just thought about asking. So people name their children after your characters sometimes. I know today, Chris, their baby was named Andrews.
Andrews Lee.
Yeah, Andrews Lee. So his last name and his character's name.
I met somebody yesterday that came in and he was like, I don't know, 20 something. He was like, hey, how you doing? I'm Andros. And I was like, pardon? Yeah, I'm Andros. And I was like, pardon?
No, you're not. I'm Andros.
What? I was like, really? And it's like, no, yeah. He came in, he was like 20 years old or something like that. He was like, yeah, my mom and dad named me after your character. And I was like, oh, shit. That's entirely possible. It's one of my kids. Very possible.
I don't get fooled because there's tons of Carlos.
They're all named after you. That's why. They're all named after. Every Ashley and Carlos is named after these two, just so you guys know. But I mean, what is Agnew Justin, who sadly wasn't able to make it? Their baby's named Zane.
Yeah.
And so, what does that feel for you guys? That did you ever think you'd ever get that popularity where people are naming their own children after your characters?
I can't answer that.
Oh, Chris?
I don't know. That would be.
I do. You guys, I got a fun fact for you guys. You guys know my real brother's name's Carlos? My brother, his name's Carlos. Yeah.
How'd they know he was gonna be on? How'd they know you were gonna be on Power Rangers when they named him?
When I first did the show, they told me at some point they were like, Andros. I think it was like a Greek word, and they said it means either warrior or man or something like that, like warrior man, something like that. I don't know. I wasn't sure what they're talking about. They were like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, it's the sake. Yeah, blame it all on that. It seems like an odd choice for a name, but hey, I mean, you know what? If it makes you happy, do it. So, great. Yeah, it's a cool name. Yeah.
Selin, do you have anybody who's named their kid TK?
Just you mentioned there was one person that said I think they have a nephew or something that named TJ. So that was the first time it happened for me.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
All right, buddy. What's your name? Where you from? What's your question?
My name is Tariq from Nigeria.
Nigeria! You came all the way for this?
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, we love you and appreciate you.
What's your question, buddy?
I like a lot of wacky stuff, so I just wanted to ask if you guys could fuse with any ranger, so you have combined power, all their Zords, any form of power up, only one ranger, who would it be? For me, it would probably be the Red Mystic Force Ranger, because he got a dragon, so.
Yes!
Your question is, what Zord would they combine with other Zords?
No, one ranger, so they would have all their powers, you get more, so they have all their Zords, whatever, just one ranger.
So what ranger would we join force? Or
Yeah,
join
the powers
forces with?
One ranger, yeah.
Can I go ahead and just say Clipper and be done with that? Because that's it.
Okay.
Clipper.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking about the crossover with South Park, though.
Girl.
I think Roger, your answer would be with Johnny and Bosch, right? Imagine those two having one ranger fusion.
I guess I didn't know what to say, but yeah, I guess that would be a good one. I didn't watch Power Rangers.
How about you, Sullivan?
I'd like to merge with just about any of the Pink Rangers. I was waiting for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of what we're talking about right there.
And I saw her earlier too, walking around. For me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So hook you up.
So obviously there was a little romance chemistry between Ashley and Andros.
Oh,
And-
yes!
Ashley the fan and Ashley, yes.
Ashley, what are you doing?
Ashley she's been around the block. This is called what it is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, you didn't even have to be human. Ashley was down.
So what, I want to ask, what was, because I mean you had everyone knows Ashley Andros had a thing, right? Can we all agree that?
Yeah!
So what was Chris, question for Chris and Tracy, what was your actual first interaction with each other, when you guys first met?
Oh, well, I think you know that line.
You're human.
I meant behind the scenes. Like this is gonna be, his character's name's Andros, is gonna be a Red Ranger. What was your guys actually like?
Well, I was actually, I was pleasantly surprised because they were making the scripts more mature. They were adding in more mature content. The writing was better.
Series that saved the Power Rangers.
But what you guys didn't see, and I don't know why, but we had our kissing scene.
What?
Do you guys want to reenact that just for the fans?
On screen, not off screen.
No! This is impossible. I can't
Oh,
believe
I'm sure there is. But yeah, it was Countdown to Destruction, right? Was that one? Yeah, Countdown to Destruction. And you guys would be able to see when Ashley was crying because he was leaving, and that was the moment when I said, Andros, you can't go, and that was the moment that we embraced, and you just hear all the music and the light, and then it was just too hot to handle.
They didn't keep it in there. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, they were they kind of made a big deal about it.
They
Now
really
you guys
did.
gonna have the kiss moment and all that, and it's okay. Yeah, I guess, that totally makes sense because, I was gonna go leave with the spaceship and you guys were all gonna stay on Earth, and it's well, this is kind of a big deal. And then they're nah, we ain't putting that on.
Just kidding.
And screw it. So that's very weird. I don't know why they.
Maybe it was a bad kiss or something.
It was the sake.
What am I doing?
Hey, Tracy, is that why you said you had mouthwash on standby after you kissed Chris? Is that why?
Yeah. No, I got him back by getting an onion and just being all right. No, but I was happy to see that they actually took it to the next level and it wasn't just, you're so cute.
Yeah, in that sense, it was cool.
No.
All right, buddy, what's your name, where you from, and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Matt. I'm from Long Island.
Long Island!
My question is for Patrick. Yes, so especially with the revelation that you mentioned this is your first bad guy role, was it difficult for you as an actor to come with that crazy cackling laugh? Because I find that that's very difficult, to do that without sounding awkward or cringy. And I think you nailed it. You did it.
Well, thank you very much. I think I have an evil side just kind of lurking in. I just let it out. I don't know. I just kind of I went crazy with it.
If you can't go hang out with him and you go out somewhere, that's how he laughs.
Yeah. Can we all agree that the Psychos were the best villains in Power Rangers ever?
By the way, that's our muscle.
Yeah. JDM needed security and Space needed security. All right, buddy, what's your name, where you from, and what's your question?
Hey, I'm Juan from Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas!
My question is about Bloodline. So, like, since we see like mainly all in space characters coming back with the Psychos and everything, do you think we're gonna get Tracy and TJ to team up with it?
No, we didn't get the invite.
You gotta talk to the agent first. Over here.
So,
I'm not sure.
So yeah, Selwyn, I mean, you know of Bloodline, right? The whole like, you know, TK has a child. And he takes on Red Fusion. So what was your reaction to like saying like, I have a kid?
I mean, I was like, is that LL Cool J? Yeah, no, actually, we're talking. We might have something coming for you guys, but yeah, we're in talks right now.
Did you just break the NDA?
There might be something happening. We'll see.
I love it. Tracy?
Well, if I'm invited, I mean...
They're all invited, don't worry. Everybody.
The right ones are invited.
I mean, I went to high school.
We've been in communication. I don't want to spoil it for you guys.
Yeah.
We're talking to some rangers that you guys really love about Bloodline. So
yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah.
There you go.
But how do you guys feel that like years later people are still like continuing in space storylines? I mean, I assume after you thought the show was done, like that's it, that there's nothing more to tell.
No, you know what's exciting is to be able to see people's perspectives of what they think following that, or how they would like to interpret it, or how they see it. And, you know, just seeing that is crazy. I love seeing that dark, edgy side, and I mean, it's fun. Both of us. I like when I get other people's perspectives and seeing the talent that just comes out of that, the writing.
Speaking of perspectives, I see Chris is thinking right now. I want to hear, Chris, what you said yesterday about Bloodline.
Oh yeah, I was talking yesterday we did a panel yesterday for Bloodline, and yeah, one of the greatest things about doing this project is that we have control over what we're doing with the characters. We get to take them to whatever direction that we want to, and this is it's primarily like DJ and I that are coming up with all the stories and all that stuff. But I let everybody know that it's a part of it. It's like I want you to tell me what you want your character to be doing. What they would act like, where they would go, even like what kind of equipment they would carry or whatever. I want your input on it. So we can put it in there because I want this character to be what you want them. So that's the great thing about doing a project like this, because like like when you do Power Rangers, it's like, no, this is the character, you do this or you're fired, get the hell out. We're not doing
that. Plus, what the fans say is very important too. There were some things that when I first showed up the first day, I was kind of like, Psycho Red wouldn't do that. Psycho Red wouldn't say this. He wouldn't do that.
Yeah. And we listen.
And my mind is like, those fans are going to be like, Psycho Red wouldn't do that. So I'm like, you know what? You better be true to the character or else they're going to get you.
Yeah, in Power Rangers, you can't even change the script. Like, those are the words, that's what you gotta say, and that's it. And yeah, we have not so much control. Yeah. But obviously, Chris is my brother, and I believe in everything that he says and does. But when I saw, excuse me, I apologize. But when I saw Psycho Red's intro, that's really when I was like, ooh, this is okay.
Oh yeah,
I want to do this shit. This is cool. Just so you know, Patrick, I saw your intro. Like, this is sick. And like, we on.
All right, we're gonna rapid fire with these questions. We've got 5 minutes.
Eric again.
Oh, hello.
I have a question for Chris. Since the bleach was mentioned earlier, which was worse, the bleach or the super glue?
Okay, yeah, so, yeah. Okay, yeah, just to fill you guys in on this really quickly, we did, when we filmed the second episode of Bloodline, and we had to use spirit gum for me to put the ecliptor thing on my face, and we were filming outside, it was like 190 degrees outside, the thing of spirit gum exploded. We didn't have any more. We were on a set, we were like, we can't go anywhere, what the hell do we do? And our prop master, Daniel, was like, well, we got super glue. And I was like, shit. So I had to so I had to put the super glue on it and put it on my face, and we filmed like that, and we filmed for quite a few hours. Actually, everything that we did on the spaceship, so Patrick and DJ and I, and then Rory showed up with Christina. That whole thing we did, and I had this thing super glued on my face. And the thing was is that, like, putting it on wasn't that bad, taking it off wasn't that bad, but the thing that killed me was the fumes, because they were directly in my damn eyeball. So it really, really sucked. But honestly, the hair was worse. The hair was far worse, and the reason why is because my hair grows back really fast, so I had to keep getting the roots done like every 3 weeks or so. And it's hours to get that done, and my head was like this red, the scalp was like this